Welcome back to the Oakland Nature Preserve. Today we are hiking the Purple Trail. Looking at this marker right here, we got to do an about face here. And we'll be looking right at the trailhead for the Purple Trail. The Purple Trail, it's got an intersection to it and you can go left and right. It's only 0.18 miles. So it's a quick trail, but it's going to be a unique experience because you're going to have to backtrack a little bit. So let's go hiking so I can show you exactly what that looks like. So it's good practice for if you're training for bigger trails or trying to read the land. And speaking of reading the land, look at what's going on here. They've been doing some controlled burn activities here at the Oakland Nature Preserve in Oakland, Florida. And you can see definitely the transition here, as you can see right in front of me, that there's the controlled burn efforts there. It's kind of charred looking, but there's also still some vegetation there. But let's go ahead and pan left real quick so you can see the transition to where that overgrown vegetation is. So that's really the purpose a lot of times of that renewal of this landscape. As we walk down this Purple Trail, you're going to see to my right, as far as I can see, is that controlled burn. So I've never really seen it up close and personal like this. It's exposing some of that vegetation that is probably native to this preserve and maybe getting rid of a lot of the vegetation that's not supposed to be here, or it just kind of was overgrown, etc. So we've approached an intersection. So looking at this trail marker, we're on solid purple. So we can go left or we can go right to stay on purple, or we can go backwards and stay on purple as well and go back towards the trailhead that we started on. Right now, we're going to go ahead and go left and explore that area first, and then we'll come back to this same area and then go to the right and complete the trail. Let's go left here. And you can just see not too much controlled burn on this area. You can see that vegetation is thriving here. I'm really glad that you're with me today to see this, as it's a unique chance to see that controlled burn in action, or at least recent action per se. So as we continue on this the left segment of the Purple Trail, let's see where it takes us here. We should actually intersect with the Yellow Trail. Oh, I see some more controlled burn activity on the other side as well. So we actually reached the junction, and we'll turn here so you can see it. But you can see the controlled burn efforts as well across the way there, and that would actually be on the other side of the Yellow Trail. So let's turn here so you can see the trailhead marker from the Yellow Trail. So this is telling us that this is actually the Yellow Trail going left and the Yellow Trail going to our right. And we continue on the Purple Trail going backwards. So again, not a long trail, but it's definitely a interesting trail because it has those two intersections in it to get you to problem solve a little bit more, which is one of the benefits of hiking on mental health. And it's still the month of May, which is also Mental Health Awareness Month. So we want to make sure we're pinpointing and identifying some of those benefits of hiking, being outdoors, being in nature, being in this beautiful green space, and just looking at how it's being renewed. So very special moment here. And I'm glad you're with me to see this. As you can see, we're walking back towards that controlled burn area where we were a couple seconds ago, and we're back to the same trail marker. So we've already gone left. We came from this direction. We actually walked down from the trailhead. So we're going to go right to complete the Purple Trail. And as we walk this last stretch here, we're going to see a little bit more of this controlled burn to our right. And if I look past this thicket, there might be some on the left, but no. But you can see right off the bat the difference between that controlled burn and that natural vegetation that just grows very quickly in this hot, dry environment. But very unique to see that. So just looking at the trail tread, which is what is actually physically underneath my feet. It's sand, it's roots, It's got vegetation mixed in with it, some pine needles, but a little soft. Just make sure you got the correct shoes on, boots or hiking shoes to navigate these trails to be safe. You can see we're getting in a little bit more thicket here of some of this vegetation that's on the trail. So a lot of that's going to be taken care of with the controlled burn. And here we go, turn the corner, and there's more of the controlled burn. So we definitely have that control burn efforts here in between the orange trail, the purple trail, the yellow trail, the white trail, and even the blue trail. So I'm going to stop real quick so you can see it again. But that control burn effort is to my right. And you can see that natural overgrown weeds and such to the left. So definitely interesting to see. And I'm glad you were here to see it with me. And just being on any trail is a good trail. So we are quickly approaching the end of the purple trail where it intersects with the white trail. So we will look logistically into the white trail, and we'll see if that's going to be the next trail. So I really thank you for being here today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next trail.